It's 2020 and we finna get this money. Period. As you can see from the title of this video, I'm going to be giving you 10 questions that you need to ask your vendor once you're ready to get more information from your vendor about their product. You are a business owner, small business owner, you always need to have a book. Notebook, get you one. Doesn't matter how big, how little, but it needs pages. It needs pages so you can write in there all of the important information that you your conversations that you have with your vendor, your pricing ideas, how much it's going to cost you to purchase lashes, how much it's going to cost you for the packaging, but all of that goes in here. And so I wrote them down in my phone, and these are things that I have asked several vendors. When you start off to do your research and you want to get information from the vendor, these are some questions. These are not all of the questions, but these are some starter questions to get you in the right vicinity of figuring out whether or not you're ready to order samples from a particular vendor. The questions that I asked, and it doesn't go in a particular order. You can put these in the order that you like. Of course, first start off with, hey, how you doing? My name is such and such. I'm interested in your lashes, blah, blah, blah. If you're interested in a whole rundown of what I say to a vendor when I'm interested in their product, just leave a comment down below. The first question that came to mind was if the vendor is a manufacturer or just a distributor. What's the difference? The manufacturer is the actual company or the people that make the lashes, design them on the strip and issue them out or sell them out to the distributor. The distributor is the person that houses the lashes or the product or whatever type of business that you're in. They will house the product so that once someone comes in contact with them, they have product on hand and ready to ship out to you once you're ready to make an order. What's the minimum order amount? Also known as the MOQ. And MOQ stands for minimum order quantity. And so you want to figure out what their MOQ is, whether it be you have to purchase 10 pair, 20 pair, 100 pair at the minimum. You want to know what they require for you to purchase and for how much. Ask if the vendor will ship samples for free. A lot of people or a lot of vendors, they want you to pay for the lash, the packaging, if you're interested in their logo design, or if you want to send them your design that you come up with, if they can provide labels with your design on it. You want to figure out what they require for you to order the samples. And sometimes you can get away with just paying for shipping if you ask. So if you don't ask, then you'll never know. So these are questions that you want to ask just to get a ballpark of what they will and what they won't accept or go through with. Also, if they don't offer the free shipping or the free lashes and you pay for shipping, you want to see if they will reimburse you for shipping once you decide to make an order. You want to ask them, do they provide free packaging? Of course, you want to ask them the cost for the packaging, the packaging that's not free. They have different styles, different boxes, different cases. Sometimes they have big cases where you can put 4 or 5 lashes in one box. you want to see all the different packaging designs that they have before you place an order. You also want to ask them if they do logo printing or design services. Sometimes they can design your logo for you. Sometimes you can send them your logo and have them print it and put it on your product before shipping it to you. The next question would be, do you offer drop shipping? What drop shipping is, that is when you have zero inventory to handle. Your customer will place an order with you. You will place an order with your vendor, and your vendor will ship the product directly to your customer. The next question would be, who is your shipping carrier? Sometimes they do FedEx, DHL, I believe. Sometimes USPS, but most of the time, if I'm not mistaken, my packages came USPS, and then recently they switched over to is it DHL? Yeah, DHL. DHL is the shipping carrier that my vendor is using now. How much it is to ship the package to you? Sometimes it's like, if you need 10 pair, I'm gonna just say, if you need between 10 and 50, it may be like 20 some dollars, or 50 and 100 pairs, like $60 to ship. So you just want to figure out what it's going to cost you once you decide how many lashes you want, if that's the vendor that you want to go with, how much it's going to cost for them to ship it to you. You want to also, and this is very important, and it goes back to if they are the manufacturer or the distributor, you want to ask them where they are collecting. If this is mink lashes, you want to ask them where they are collecting the mink hair from. Sometimes they will say once a year, whenever the animal shed, and they just collect it all and use that batch all for the product that they have, and then they won't collect again until the animal sheds again. And if mink is not what you are selling, then this question does not pertain to you. So in my last question that I have, and again, this is not all of the questions that you should ask. This is just my top, not even my top. These are just questions that came to mind, and I just thought it was necessary that you ask. So my last question that I have is, what is the return policy for lashes or packaging that is incorrect? You for sure want to know what they will allow when it comes to returning product that is not up to par. Sometimes you may get lashes that are not the same and it's inconsistent. What do they require? You may get a package that is broken or bent, and that it costs you money for them to ship it to you, and now you can't use that. So you want to know what they require. It's very important that you know what the return policy is. Just get as much information as you can before placing an order. It all falls back down to doing your research, asking questions, getting information before you send your money to these people. Get as much information as you can. Write it down. Get you a book. Write it down, because sometimes, and I can admit that sometimes I have lost my vendor's WhatsApp number, and I had to go and search and find, and it's not an easy quick find, just because one tip that I can give you is that on social media, If you do not want people to figure out who your vendor is, you should absolutely not. You should absolutely not be following your vendor, and they should not be following you, no matter what. So when I lost my WhatsApp app, I had to re-download it and search for my vendor. And luckily I had it written down, not in this book, but in a different book that I was using. I just recently started writing in this book I was writing in this book but this wasn't my main book. And this is a whole nother video, but write stuff down. Keep it in a safe place. Do your research. I hope these questions were or will be useful for you when you go to look for your vendor. Just sit down, think of anything, ask questions. If you have any questions for me, I will link my Gmail in the description box. I will also leave my social media tags. The quickest way to reach me probably would be Instagram. So if you have any questions, leave them down below. More than likely, I will respond. If not, please shoot me a message to Instagram and I will respond there. I just got a order. I have a wholesale order that needs to go out, and I'm gonna open this, and I'm thinking I'm gonna make a whole video of it. Not sure, but excuse me, I'm gonna open it and show you ladies what I have. So don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Share this with all of your friends because it's free. It doesn't cost you anything to share this video. I'm sure it'll be helpful to at least one person that you know that's thinking of starting a business, that has thought of it. And even if that person is you, hit the like button, reference this video, come back, write the questions down, use them. Please use them when you are searching for your vendor, because these questions will help you process of elimination. Get the raggedy ones out, the good ones in. If these vendors cannot answer these questions for you, then they are not the vendor for you. These people need to be able to give you the answers to these questions no matter what. If they can't give these answers to you, then just move on. Find something else. Period. Period. So again, comment, like, and subscribe. Share this with a friend. Turn on your post notification bell so that you know when I post another video. And I'll catch y'all in the next one.